Kōli, Honourable Georgina Te Huhu.
I ngā uri o rātou mā kua riro ki tua o te pai. Ngati Porou, Ngati Pahauwera, Ngati Maniapoto, haere mai, nau mai ki tēnei a te whare paremata. He whare tēnei kua rongo i ngā nawa, i ngā hiahia o ngā iwi, o ngā tau kua hipa. Nō koutou tēnei rā. Ko ia nei te timatanga mai o te kōrero i ngā pakitara o te whare paremata. I mua o te mutunga o tēnei tau, ka eke ki te pua waitanga. Nō reira tēnā tātou katoa. Mr. Speaker, I'm very pleased and proud to stand and talk to this cognate first reading of three separate bills, the Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River Bill, which is a companion to the Waikato Tainui Raupatu Claims Settlement Bill. Secondly, the Ngati Pahauwera Treaty Claims Settlement Bill, the deed of settlement which was signed in 17 December 2010. And thirdly, the Ngati Porou Claims Settlement Bill, the deed of settlement which was signed in December last year. This one represents settlement of all Ngati Porou historical Treaty of Waitangi claims, and therefore is hugely significant, as they all are. And I want to make a few comments on each of those, and hopefully to have some time to make a few comments on the importance of treaty settlements. The Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River settlement. The Waipa River is a significant contributor to the waters of the lower Waikato River and to the social, cultural, environmental and economic well-being within its region. We recognise the Waipa River is taonga to Maniapoto. Their relationship with the river lies at the heart of their spiritual and physical well-being and has been the prime influencer in the way we have interacted with them. The restoration and maintenance of the river as part of a larger catchment needs to be coordinated with the management, restoration and protection of the Waikato River, and Maniapoto involvement in co-governance and co-management of their river is key for longer-term sustainability of not only their river, but of course for the larger Waikato as well. The bill gives effect to a deed entered into between the Crown and Maniapoto by which they agree to extend a co-governance framework over the whole of the Waipa River and provide for Maniapoto to participate in the framework that governs the river, and it establishes co-management and related arrangements with Maniapoto in relation to their river. If I could turn, Mr. Speaker, I suppose while this is a great advantage dealing with the three bills in the one reading, I guess the other thing is that no iwi sitting in the gallery this afternoon should take it that the briefness of the comment to each of theirs in any way is a sign that in fact their importance is maybe for today at least, maybe somewhat looking as though we're skimming over it. We're not. The Ngati Pahauwera Treaty Claims Settlement Bill. This is the first, to my whanaunga, this is the first deed of settlement to be signed, as the Minister said, on the eastern seaboard of the North Island. So I want to say congratulations. The first of a series of settlements is always the biggest. And I hope that for the whanaunga alongside of you, they take this as a sign that they ought to move as well. As with other settlement bills, the package includes a Crown apology, financial redress of $20 million, cultural redress involving 16 sites totalling around 1,087 hectares. These claims relate mainly to the Crown's failure to ensure the iwi retains sufficient lands for its future needs, the Crown's failure to provide adequate support during the New Zealand wars, the Crown's failure to monitor the impact of further land purchases, the fact that by the mid-20th century, Ngati Pahauwera was virtually landless, contributing to the decline of its economic, social and spiritual well-being. This settlement will hopefully enable Ngati Pahauwera to build a partnership with the Crown it has so long sought and to flourish as a people. Mr. Speaker, the Ngati Porou Claims Settlement Bill puts long-standing historic grievances to rest and will bring significant benefits not only to Ngati Porou and the East Coast region, but in fact, like all settlements, to New Zealand. Ngati Porou is New Zealand's second largest iwi with 72,000 members, 58 hapu and 48 marae on the east coast of the North Island. The takiwā covered by the bill is the area from Portikirua Point on the East Cape in the north to Te Toka a Taiao in the south at the mouth of the Turanga River, which runs through the centre of Gisborne. The takiwā relates, as I said earlier, to a great number of hapu and a great number of marae. Ngati Porou has a proud history of working with the Crown to preserve the New Zealand way of life, and I'm very proud to be part of the National Party and to recall that I follow in the footsteps of a number of eminent Māori MPs, not least of which, of course, Tā Apirana Ngata, who has left a huge legacy in this place. The bill records the Crown acknowledgements and apology offered by the Crown to Ngati Porou and provides that the settlement of the Ngati Porou historical claims is final. It includes financial redress of $110 million, the return of sites of high cultural significance in Ngati Porou, totalling approximately 5,898 hectares. It includes Ngati Porou input into the strategic governance of specific conservation sites, relationship agreements designed to facilitate good working relationships between specific Crown agencies and Ngati Porou. Mr. Speaker, if I can just make some general remarks. I think the importance of what we do this afternoon will be illustrated by the fact that there is near universal agreement in this House for these three settlements. I'm not sure that ACT will vote for these settlements because their history to date has been not to vote for any of them. But we can put that to one side and rejoice in the fact that in the balance of the House, which is the bigger part of the House, all members support these settlement bills. And why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? I think as parliamentarians we have done some of our best work in bringing settlements to this House. And I've had the privilege of being here since 1996 and working with Sir Doug Graham under the leadership of Jim Bolger and being part of a government that set itself at the time a pretty cracking pace to try and settle historic grievances. What they did do, which was important to all of the settlements that have followed, is to set a framework within which these settlements, which are hugely complex and take huge time, energy of both the Crown and iwi to bring to a conclusion. And so when we get to the first reading, like we do today, that in no way gives any indication of the huge commitment, the long-standing dedication and the kaha really that's required, particularly on the part of the iwi and of the Crown, to bring it to this place. I want to say to the iwi, the three separate iwi sitting in the gallery, that you give us, the Crown, a chance to make amends for the wrongs that have been done in the past, and give us a chance with yourselves to set a pathway for the future that will be far, far better, where hopefully the grievances that iwi have carried through the generations can be not forgotten, because they're never forgotten, but put in their place and allowing people to move on. So I want to add my congratulations, add my support to the speakers who have gone before, and say how very pleased we are that we can do this afternoon. I look forward to the ongoing debates on the three bills, and more than anything, I look forward to finally when we conclude these settlements. I think Māori are on the verge of another huge development phase, and the settlement of these claims will provide a very strong platform for that development to go forward. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta. Tēnā tātou katoa, tēnei e tāpiri